All right, big question.
You know I love those.
Yeah, right. Who do you think would have the better... if you had Kingpin and you had Cecil going head-to-head, right? Let's say they had their own goons. They had their own goons going head-to-head.
Okay, and I'm present for
yes,
this.
goon off.
Whoa! Okay, so they have all... Like, Kingpin has his goons... Cecil has his.
Yeah, so we've got Kingpin's goons, we've got Cecil's goons going head-to-head.
Sure.
They're both equal of the same strength, right? So it's like they cancel each other out, okay? But we've got like just the mastermind ability behind them driving the strategy going forward. Who do you think wins? They both get 1 day of prep time.
Equal strength, you said?
Yes.
Would they be?
They both have the same resources they do now.
This isn't Cecil's like robot goons. This
no,
is like
these are equal.
The human people in the government that are in the building.
And they're equal.
Like in the armor or whatever.
Yes.
Versus Kingpin's, is this like just his anti-vigilante task force?
But they're equal strength is the point. So it's basically like who do you think is the more crafty to be able to pull off like a situation?
You'd have to go Cecil because you got to think all the different Guardians of the Globe, all the different villains that they've faced. You got to think that like Cecil has equipped his in-house people with like emergency resources for just about any scenario. Right. It's almost like a Batman situation. Like I feel like Cecil is the Invincible Universe's like Bruce Wayne in the sense that like he's 10 steps ahead of everybody at all times. He's got like a clause.
He's already had a day of prep time.
He's got an emergency clause for every situation. So I feel like whereas Kingpin is just like brute force.
He reacts.
It's brute force strength.
Yes. But he's always got that A-tier reaction. You know what I'm saying?
He does.
Like he knows how to adapt.
Yeah.
Which is big though.
It is big.
Does Cecil know how to adapt?
Yeah.
It's big stuff. But welcome back to the pod you're looking for. I'm Josh. This is Sam.
It is. After all this time.
Man,
do we have a good episode for you guys.
Oh, my goodness. We've got a lot.
Oh, my goodness.
Quick run-through for us. We're going to be doing our Invincible talk. We're talking about Daredevil. This is actually a guest episode, which is crazy.
It is.
But you and I, after what we got this week, man, we're eating good.
We are.
Eating good is an understatement.
Oh my gosh, this is. I feel like those summer vibes are already here. I don't know, just something about like I feel like when the sun first comes out after a long winter, and the clouds break and you finally see that blue sky again. That's what I feel like this utopia we're in is. Just this Daredevil Invincible. We're just being pickleball back and forth on the court between two great shows.
It's so good.
Everything
Running
is just
them
so
back
fun.
to back. And I love that they're similar, but they're also different enough.
And they're both hitting right now,
they're
too.
both
like, it's not like they're both just active. They're great.
They are. So we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
That whole talk. No news today. We're cutting it. Because if you're coming in for the Super Mario Galaxy talk, which is going to be the second half of our episode, we're going to be doing that.
2/3.
That's going to be with Sage.
Yeah,
so
my fiance.
Yeah, Sage is coming through, so that's going to be awesome.
Lifelong, diehard Nintendo fan. Probably the most equipped person to speak on a Nintendo-related matter in cinema.
I'm just going to shut up when she's here. And
she
will just take the mic. Yeah,
I think
she's going to rock it.
Yeah. But dude,
let's get into Invincible.
What do we cover for Invincible?
I want to go to Invincible.
All right. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
Like holy crap.
Yeah.
Is that
the feeling's back?
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask? Let me just put it out there because I don't think it's that extreme.
Do it.
Is this a contender for best episode in the show? Might not even take it. But this is kind of like a couple weeks ago how we talked about his Project Hail Mary on the same level as Interstellar. It's like, no, but it's like, can you at least for fun have that conversation?
Oh, easily. This
episode I feel is a lock for at least top 3 for me.
I think you're weird if it's not top 5, to be honest with you.
It's such a good episode.
It has to be top 5, I think. It's
insane.
It's
awesome. It was great.
I feel like the scale of it was not quite as hard as the end of season 1 episode 8 and season 3 episode 8.
Sure.
But
didn't need to be.
The thing is the thing that the finales have a struggle with is that there's like a gap of like 20 minutes at the end where like almost it's kind of this weird in between. You almost got that in between beforehand, but it was paying off so many cool things you wanted to see. We got to finally get the Nolan and Debbie conversation, which was incredible. We got to see more with Eve and Mark and that whole situation. Then we finally obviously get that big battle at the end, which was nuts.
Oh my goodness.
You get the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You get everything.
Yeah.
This episode gives you everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything, man. It's so good.
And we talked for 2 weeks now about the repetitive nature that Invincible kind of settles into sometimes. Oh, it's fine that these villains are coming back over and over again, but just the fact that they do, sometimes you're just like, I want that break. Because sometimes Invincible is at its best when it's just these character moments. Like the one-on-ones with Mark and Eve, or Mark and his mom, or Mark and Debbie, or, Mark and... Nolan and Alan, like all these little one-on-ones that Invincible has, like in some ways overshadow the spectacle of some of these enormous like fight sequences that we get. And man, this episode is maybe the most character-driven episode in the show, aside from the finale to season 1.
There are layers on layers happening the whole time.
So good.
It's not just somebody beating the crap out of somebody. It's everything that you've been building to is culminating here.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is you get so much payoff and culmination right with it. But it's also like, it's not even close to done.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like, with the other episodes that I mentioned, it's kind of a finality to it.
Yep.
This, it's like, we've just sprouted the beginning of something huge. So good.
Yeah. Do we want to start with the Nolan talk? Because Nolan is like front and center here.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, how unbelievable was he in this episode?
Yeah, dude, it was so great.
I can't, man. And the way, that conversation with him and Debbie, dude.
You know what?
Unbelievable.
It was, and I don't know much about the comics. We've said this before,
Yeah.
but like I do know that in the comics, Nolan is pretty quickly forgiven by just about everybody. Like from what I've heard in the last couple days, it sounds like he like returns, and everyone just like he explains himself to everybody, and he asks for forgiveness, and people just kind of like freely give it to him.
Yes.
And so I've heard that that's been a big point of contention because people. In the same way that like people are happy that forgiveness is not being doled out like it's candy in this show, people for years evidently have been saying like there's no way he should have just been let off the hook like that in the books. So this sounds like this is a big departure from the actual original source material that people are very happy about.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's like I can't imagine it going any other way. There's no reason why forgiveness, you and I are both champions of forgiveness. There's no reason why why forgiveness should be dished out to him right now.
Well, right, exactly. When he's still kind of acting in a slight selfish motive.
Right.
And I kind of want to touch on your point with the change. I'll say, I mean, I know they added last week, we both weren't a huge fan of the episode that they added in. Every other change I've heard that they've adapted from the comics of basically flipping it or adding something new kind of with it, I think is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I think
great.
every change, and so I give them so many props for all flipping that around. I think it's great. Never heard a change that I thought was like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Ever. But I totally agree with what you're saying. He shouldn't just be welcomed back.
No.
I like how he's seeing the consequences of his actions with everyone. I thought the Nolan with Art scene.
It was so great.
Man.
When he flew away and Art like exhaled and like started hyperventilating.
Because I was sitting there going, man, I guess he's just cool.
He's
Because
just
he's
just
the
that
most
guy.
chill character in the show, where
Yes.
just he kind of goes with the flow. It's like, man, I guess he's cool with it.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really make sense that he would feel that comfortable with him now, and then you finally see that exhale and you're like, okay, all right. He was terrified the whole time, and Nolan, I don't make suits for villains, or what did he say?
I make suits for heroes.
I only
whatever.
make suits for heroes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, what a good scene.
Awesome. Mark Hamill's the man.
Yeah, he's so good. He doesn't even sound like himself in that character, does he? To you?
You can hear it a little bit.
But you know what I'm saying?
But maybe that's just because I grew up with like the Joker and this and that.
Yeah,
and,
but like there's elements of it where I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Like,
it really
you're Mark
transforms.
Hamill.
Yeah, because he's got like a New York accent.
Yeah.
Almost like a New Yorker.
He does it really well. Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty good. But yeah, just really great seeing the human kind of wake of destruction that Nolan has left in his path that you don't really get to see because of how abruptly he left after season 1. Like you follow him in his story, but it's really him discovering who he is. So it's so great to watch him retrace his steps, not just with Mark, to return to Earth and run into Debbie and to hear about Paul and to run into all these different things and try and like not I don't want to say pick up the pieces because it's not something that's being it's not a door that's being opened to him at the moment.
Yeah.
But
he thinks he needs to.
But to try and like walk back on his mistakes and to see that people aren't really offering that chance to him, it's just a very it's a really intriguing narrative. Again, a couple weeks ago I said that just seeing Nolan's origin in episode 2 was really great because it kind of peeled back the curtain a little bit and showed the humanity of Nolan and his parents, how he got beat down as almost like a rite of passage.
Yes.
And then you don't sympathize with him in the way that he handled things in season 1, but seeing the plague on his people and seeing how he was almost like sent to Earth as like a emergency mission just to bring his people back to strength. Like, you kind of like understand the desperation. You don't understand the execution, but you understand the desperation. Just continuously kind of expanding upon Nolan in a way where it's like this irredeemable, inherently evil figure that it's like you're almost like, now you'd be crazy if you're not sympathizing with him in some way, shape, or form. And it's very interesting.
Yes, it is.
It's like the Walter White situation. Yeah.
Yes, and you and I have both been very vocal about how we feel like they kind of rushed it a little bit, where we almost wish in some ways we got a little bit more of that extremely dark Omni-Man for longer. But if you're going to do it and kind of have him go on this journey, this is exactly the way you do it.
The stuff.
They've added so much complexity to the character in a way that's not just, why is this a mysterious thing of like, why is he doing the things he's doing? Now you're like, man, I see it, I get it, but like I also don't get it at the same time. And now, should I feel bad for him? Do I want him back with Debbie? Probably not, but like some ways I do, and you feel bad for him in a way.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and it's so cool being able to kind of root for him again. I love it.
I totally agree.
I love it. And
it's great.
I'll also say, I think Debbie... Right, here we go.
Yep.
Debbie Grayson might be one of the best written characters in TV.
Ever or right now?
Ever. Man, she is so good. I'm sorry, the way, for at least superhero stuff.
Sandra,
she cooks
so much credit.
She cooks so hard. But the depth of her character, the amount of turmoil she has to go through with all these decisions, she has to constantly let her kids go off.
Yeah.
And the way you can still see her like being that protective mother, but where she cares so much about them, but also is like willing to let them like go out and kind of spread their wings. It's so like tough, and I can't imagine being in her situation. But I love how you continually see her sad, but like she still has to overcome it. She's so strong, dude. She's funny. She's perfect.
I love how it had that
good.
It had the cool dinner montage of their last night together before they went away to fight in the Viltrum War. You see like that last shot of just her sitting alone at the table. Just the contrast without actually showing it, just the known contrast that we can draw in our heads of where she started and where she's at now. Just like you said, the good sport that she's been, but also just how much her life has been changed at no fault of her own.
She's kind of just helpless to it.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's what you unintentionally sign up for by involving yourself with superheroes, and we see this in Spider-Man stories, and we see it in Superman, and we see it in Batman stuff, and like it's a repeated narrative, but very tastefully showcased in Invincible. Just how these human characters with no superpowers associating themselves relationally to these heroes, like how it just kind of upends their lives at certain points. Just really cool, really compelling. What other main thoughts do you have before we go into the Conquest stuff? Because I have like one, but it's not like a big thing.
I thought the animation looked great in this episode.
Yeah, I think that's actually my thing.
I feel like people, which I'm so excited about because we've still got 3 more, so clearly you're not going to spend it all on episode 5. I think the season's just going to be great. I don't know how people pick it apart and have... Oh, I saw people doing this online today. Oh, when, Debbie has such a great scene and she's talking and stuff, it's too bad the animation looks crap like that. Dude, what are you doing? Are you just sitting there watching, picking it apart?
That's what they're doing,
Yeah, just like get invested, man. I'm sorry.
I don't understand
Are you like the Demon Slayer people where everything, I really don't care like that.
I saw this one thing where people were like drawing comparisons to this other anime studio that's like making similar anime shows with like a $100,000 budget. I think like each episode for this one anime show that people were like extrapolating from, like it cost like $136,000 to make this each episode of this one show. Invincible spending like $5 million or something. And in my head, it's like, of course they are. It's like all-star cast. You couldn't name a single person in this anime show, but the animation looks great. It's like, of course it does, because the plumber up the road is playing the main character.
But to me, that's way more important.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. You need like some in. You need like some measure of an in for us to get involved. If there weren't any notable people playing any of these characters, I don't think we would have gotten into Invincible in the first place. Like J.K. Simmons playing Omni-Man is intriguing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what got me in because I was like,
That's not what got me in, but I'll say I think it enhances it just so much.
Yeah,
so
dude.
like they haven't. There's times where you sometimes cast an A-lister for something like this, and it kind of is like. It was nice to have him in for the publicity, this stuff.
Right.
Every one of the characters that they've gotten in for, like, a big thing for this, I thought has been, like, so needed and so perfect for it. Like, when they did that with Aaron Paul, when he came in as Powerplex.
Great.
Like, I was like, this is perfect.
Awesome.
The character, like, the way, the parallels between him and Jesse, even in Breaking Bad, and the way, like, that style of voice just was needed for that character. I think it's great.
It was awesome.
J.K. Simmons, like you said, perfect. Stephen Yeun, perfect.
Amazing.
Sandra Oh. Even Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like Mark Hamill's just playing like not he's a side character, but he is a side character. Like it's crazy just how stacked it is.
Yeah. It's great. And honestly, I don't even think the animation's that terrible. Is it? No. Is it compared to some of the other stuff? I mean, it's hard to like look at like K-pop Demon Hunters and then go back to this and not see the contrast, of course. But it's a different style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't think Invincible would work in the K-pop Demon Hunters animation style. Like, or the Spider-Verse style. Would it look awesome? Yeah, but it'd be a totally different show. I think part of the novelty to Invincible and part of the uniqueness of it is that it looks like it's just a comic book come to life.
Yes.
It looks identical to the page you'd be reading.
I totally agree with you.
I think there's something to that. You know what I mean?
The only thing I'll add with that, I feel like the only thing that gets hindered for me at all is the occasional deeper conversations where you want to see every inch of a person's face and kind of see
where it is
sometimes they'll pan over and it's just complete nothing.
Yeah, sure.
And like it doesn't bother me, but I also think it could enhance it.
You're
sure,
absolutely right. Yeah.
But I don't think people should making that the focus. Who cares?
I don't see why it's like the primary complaint.
I
think there's other issues.
Did you see the clip Soups got flamed for a while ago? I totally agreed with him. I honestly, I think I would just rather have one season every year where it's like every March is just known as the Invincible month.
I agree.
And you have that because then you buy in and it's so exciting to have that always that promise toward it. It just kills it so much when you have to wait 3 years. And I think for us to get the animation that is so significantly better that people feel like it's worth it, it would have to take 3 or 4 years. And I just don't want that.
No.
You know, and would it enhance it? Sure. I would say only marginally so. Would you agree? I mean, the story is the reason I'm there. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I think is cool. Is like almost like subconsciously, I think the animation not being so eye-catching has caused me to gravitate more towards the story. I'm looking for more in the story because my eyes aren't so. And we'll get to this because we're about to talk about the Mario Galaxy movie, which is the complete opposite situation.
Right.
It's like the movie looks so good, you don't have to focus on the fact that the story is kind of. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, on the flip side, like, the story is so rich and Invincible that it's almost like I'm glad there's not marvelous visuals to distract.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And then
would it be great? Yeah, but and people are going to say this is coping. But it's not.
No,
really, I'm just glad I have nothing interfering with just appreciating the story.
Yeah, well, I'd say also, I think when you compliment someone too much, the compliment doesn't mean anything. If you save it where then when you get those big moments, the animation is incredible.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I got to sit forward for this right now.
Yep.
And you know it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
I think it makes it more impactful when you do that too. And again, like, is it better just to have it overall? Sure. How much does it improve it though when you can get a show every year? I mean, that's impressive.
That's awesome. It's awesome, especially when the show when the source material is so lengthy. And there's so many avenues to take the story and the plot here. I really think it's like just stick to your guns. I don't want the animation to get any better at this point. You've already created an identity for yourself. Just stick with it. I don't want to see it improve. I'd rather have like the occasional amazing shot, like the Conquest one that we're about to talk about. You know, than make the change now and have me, you know, just focus. I don't know. It's fine the way it is. But I say we talk about Conquest here, and then we move on to Daredevil because I can't wait a second longer to talk about Conquest here.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Oh my gosh. Take my money.
Wow, dude. Oliver should not be in space right now. Dude. He should be back home on the couch.
Can I tell you something about that? The only thing I had spoiled for me, because I couldn't watch it right away when it first dropped. I mean, we're still recording this very early, like 2 days after, so I had seen it. But we posted a clip for Invincible from last week.
Yeah.
And somebody commented immediately, just that gif of Conquest jumping up behind Oliver. So that was the only thing I knew about the episode. One of the funniest things ever. Just dude, he's so good. I was kind of. Did you feel at the end of season 3 you were like, man, I feel like they shouldn't have brought him back again? I watched that episode. There was part of me that thought that. I was like, I love him, and I'm excited to see more, but like, I feel like it doesn't really make sense for him to be back. Now that I saw the episode,
I think I just accepted that he was going to be just because they didn't officially kill him. Mm-hmm. Like, I just was like, oh, okay, so he's going to return at some point. So I was just like, okay with it. But like, I agree. It falls into that same conversation of like, should he have been brought back so soon?
Yeah. No, I think it was great.
Man, I am a little bummed out. Again, neither of us knew how this was going to play out because we haven't read anything. I'm a little bummed out that he's not going to be a part of whatever Viltrum War happens in about 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or however long it takes for Mark to recover from literally being gutted. Holy crap. That was hand over my mouth for like 3 minutes. It just went on and on and on. And the sound design and the audio and oh my gosh, dude. What was your reaction to that?
Dude, Mark, the noises that were coming out of his mouth
it's crazy,
were
dude.
Diabolical.
Oh my god.
It was almost noises I feel like I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Which makes sense given the situation.
Yes,
so that's why it was so impressive.
Sure.
I seriously, you're right. I was like looking like this at the screen. I was like, my gosh.
Yeah, I was in my car on my lunch break at work. If anybody at my work at the office had looked out at my car at like 11 a.m. on Wednesday afternoon, they would have seen me just like...
Dude, it just kept going. It was like 20 feet of intestines. It was nuts.
I'm like, we're still going. It felt like a magic trick.
Dude, the way you can like hear the squishing and his hands kind of twisting in there, and the fact that you know too. Like... oh my gosh, it was so gross. You're like, oh,
goodness, dude.
Like surely he's gonna stop, right? And it just kept going. Can I say the most deadly thing I think in movies, TV, superhero land, when a Viltrumite puts up the 4 fingers, you know it's over.
Oh, it's over, yeah.
Like when they come up and they're about to slash you, it's over. Just run.
Man.
We've seen it so many times. It's like they throw punches, Mark takes it, everyone takes it. The second they put up those 4 fingers.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting slashed.
Man.
You're getting your intestines dragged out.
I'm shocked he didn't try that sooner.
What?
Conquest.
Yeah.
Shocked he didn't try that move sooner.
Feels like the OP move, you know? It's like no matter what, it's just you just can't resist it, run from it, still gonna get you.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the thing with Conquest, though, is he just kind of enjoys the game of combat, so it's like he kind of just enjoys being in that, so I guess it made sense that he was kind of letting it drag before he actually made the move, and, you know.
I love so much the way, this show is so funny with taking things emotionally, making you sit on the edge of your seat, and then also making you laugh in between all of it.
Yeah.
I loved all the little lines that happened. Like Mark, when he first is sitting there, he's like, I'm going to kill you this time. You're going to share all your deep feelings again with me?
Yeah, dude.
And then, that was supposed to be confidential. That was said in confidence. So good.
It's such a good show, dude.
I love it. How does it feel watching? Do you think it's enhanced your feeling of the show a lot, watching it with it coming out?
Yeah.
Like I know it's probably obvious, but how much has that?
I wish I had been like watching it like episode to episode when Conquest first arrived. That would have been what a week. I wish we had a podcast back then. Mm-hmm. What a moment that would have been to talk about. But I'm glad we have one for this one because holy crap.
I think that's why it's not quite the same. Like it's in top 5 for sure, but those other episodes hit the same for me because that was watching it live.
This episode was so good. Okay, so maybe that is it. Maybe just it's because again, like I said, I'm watching all this this is the first time I'm watching it episode to episode. This season.
I think it's the 3rd or 4th best in the show, if I had to put it.
It's 3 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I would debate the first episode of the show just because it's still the very first episode. I think was awesome.
For me, I think I couldn't tell you 5, but I think I could give you my top 4. I think it goes.
Yeah, please do.
I think it goes finale of season 1, finale of season 3.
That's what I have.
Then I have this one, the new one. Then I have the first episode of the show, and then I have. I don't don't know. Then it gets a little hairy. It could be a couple different things. It seems like a lot of my favorites aren't like consensus. Like I really like, honestly, the Aaron Paul episode a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I did.
I like it too. Yeah.
It's up there for me. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the one where all the Mark clones like come and like destroy the Earth. Like,
Dude, that
I love that one.
So
I can't remember the name of them. Some of the names of the titles are just, they escape me. But like I just all the Angstrom stuff in season 2 at the end when Mark like first goes ballistic and you kind of see the shadow of Omni-Man kind of loom over Mark, Mark's persona. Like you start to see the teases there.
Not that people don't say it's good. I think my like underrated pull is season 3, episode 2. When you get the Mark versus Cecil thing, where he grabs him by the neck, and then, Rudy, get this out of my like that whole episode. I think is flawless.
I forget how much stuff is in 3
because it's like you get all the people you want to see. It's not some big overarching thing, or like big bad coming down for the first time. And it's like you just get to see the turmoil like internally, and I like that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Great episode,
dude. It's so good.
Awesome.
It's a really really good episode.
It really is.
It got me so excited because I was a little worried with the start of the season. Not that it was bad at all. Like, definitely not bad. It was good. I was feeling like, man, I feel like it's just not giving me that feeling, that invincible feeling.
Yeah.
And then I watched this episode and I was like, we got 3 more episodes of this?
Yeah, right. Man.
And we haven't even seen Thrag yet?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly. Nuts. But with that being said, you want to move on to
transition?
Little Daredevil?
Little
Daredevil talk? Zishin,
yeah.
All right, so Daredevil talk. The episodes 2 and 3 of Born Again Season 2 dropped at the same time, which I love when they do this. I always secretly worry, because in the past when they've released multiple episodes of a Marvel show together, usually it means one of two things. It means either one of the episodes stinks, and they're just trying to get it out, or it means that one of the episodes is good, but it's like 20 minutes shorter than the rest, and they don't want anyone to be annoyed at the fact that that's like the 1 week drop, and so they couple it with something else. That was not the case here.
No.
Both episodes were
rare exception.
Freaking awesome, dude.
They
were great. They were so good, dude. Like, already I would put this season above season 1 in its entirety. Like,
easily.
I
fully agree.
It's so good, dude.
It's so good.
I'm having so much fun with this show. I wouldn't again, and we talked about this last week, I wouldn't put it on par with the OG show if we are doing the comparison game, but I would certainly say I'm having the same level of enjoyment watching this season as I did with the original show. Like, I wouldn't put it on the same level of quality yet, but I would say that it's the same experience again.
I agree.
Which I didn't feel at all the first season. Having a blast, dude. What stood out to you?
So good.
If you had to anything, what stood out to you?
I totally agree with that point. I think that's good what they're doing, because I feel like episodes 1 and 2 were good, like you said. They were very good. The third episode is just something special, and I feel like it leaves you in a place where you're so excited to want to come back.
100%.
That I'm glad they dropped the 2 at the same time. I think it just got me so in.
Yeah,
I'm so in.
It felt like more like they were just showing off. It felt more like, and again, there's some little stuff. I love this stuff with, honestly, and I never thought I'd say this, I actually do like the McDuffie stuff with the court situation, trying to defend swordsmen, and that the system just kind of being rigged against them. You see that like the court justices are kind of all like paid off by Fisk or kind of threatened by Fisk rather. So you see like the grime of like Fisk's administration and his hand of power kind of seeping into all the areas of like the judicial system, how that's affecting vigilante justice. You see a little bit of stuff with White Tiger and his daughter picking up the mantle of that. I mean, that to me is like the one thing where it's like it feels like the one thing to me. There's always something. Occasionally you get that vibe that it's just the thing that like the Marvel people were like, we got to put this in here. And so like the showrunners just had to do it because it I don't want to say it feels tonally different from everything else, but it's the one thing that like I pick apart and I'm like, I don't know if I just care at all about that. I thought the White Tiger stuff was great in the first season. Like one of the few standouts. You know,
it's funny. I think it was the best part of season 1.
It was one of them.
Borderline.
Yes, 100%. If we're not counting Fisk and Daredevil, like it was one of the absolute standouts. I just don't know if I care because you know what I think it is, and again, I don't mean to sound overly critical here, nitpicky. Marvel's in a great place. I'm very happy as a fan. I just don't know if I care for a lot of like the Young Avengers stuff, and I just can't help but kind of like roll my eyes every time it feels like we're teasing anything other than Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
But
who just had her child? Congratulations.
Today. Josh Allen, MVP season coming up. But
dad season.
But. Yeah, all that to say, I really feel like we're in a really good spot. I loved all the stuff. I love that they keep kind of like teasing Bullseye. Oh my gosh, I love the stuff they're doing with like colors and how she doesn't know it, but when Vanessa like gets out of bed and you see like it starts with the flower on the side of the bed and then slowly the whole room turns blue and you just know she's in like this dream sequence, but just the way they toy with like shadows and cinematography and like you saw this at the end of Season 1, where they started to, at the end when the new creative team took over, you saw them toy with like reds for Daredevils and blues for Bullseye, and all of a sudden you were like, holy crap! Like they found their flavor here. Like now they're operating a little bit on a different wavelength here. Oh my gosh, they're cooking, and you're starting to just see that kind of just unfurling across the whole season. Really great. Love the stuff with honestly, love the stuff with Heather. You can see her slowly being drawn to like the Muse mantle. Really interesting. I don't know what her story is. I don't know who Muse is in the comics. I just know he's like this like deadly psycho. But I do know that there's this like either long running theory or comic thing where she becomes Muse. So I like it might just be a theory, but that's what I keep hearing is Heather's going to become Muse. So I'm very intrigued to see where that leads. How Fisk will ultimately react to. I don't want to say a vigilante, but like this, like serial killer being one of his top people. Very interesting. Dude, I'm loving all of it. There's not a weak part yet. Are there characters from Season 1 where I'm like, all right, get him out of here. Like, flush him out. And they a couple podcasters I was listening to when they were talking about Daredevil said this. They were like, when Cherry got beat to a pulp in the first episode and McDuffie was sidelined, I was like, finally, they're weeding him out. They're getting him out of here. And then they had a stronger presence in these episodes, or at least McDuffie did, and you're like, well, all right, whatever. But to me, it's like, as long as you're giving them something to do, it's whatever. At this point, the focus seems to be back on Matt versus Wilson Fisk, exactly where the show should be. And we haven't even gotten Jessica Jones yet. We haven't gotten any Punisher stuff. We haven't gotten any of that. And that's still out there. Just a great show so far. I'm loving all of it.
Totally. I don't think Punisher's coming in this season. Is that what they said?
At all, right? Yeah.
That's what, well, I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm just curious about it because I feel like with the Punisher special coming right after Daredevil, I'm like, there has to be some lead in, no?
Yeah, fair.
Maybe? I don't know.
Unless they start with him, like, breaking out.
Maybe.
So, who knows? But
you're right, because where is he left at the end of...
Yeah, he's in prison.
He's in prison.
But he, like, chokes out the guy, so it's kind of implied that he's about to escape.
Yeah, you're right.
But he never officially does yet, so... But obviously, in Brand New Day, he's not in there, so...
Yeah, he's not in prison. He's out and about. He's got his truck back. He's doing the whole thing. Where are you feeling?
Dude,
how are you feeling?
I'm just happy. I feel like...
Feeling good?
Yeah, dude. Again, like as I said, like 3 episodes in, every single one's good, and we've got 5 more. People have talked about how the first 3 were honestly the weakest part of the season.
If that's the case,
dude. And like I can see it though. I can see how all these things could come together and this just be awesome. I'm just happy. I'm happy how good it is.
Yeah.
We're.
I wish Vincent D'Onofrio would live forever.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We
didn't even talk about the best part.
What was that?
The best part. We have example 16 that Kevin Feige listens to our podcast. What did we complain about last week? What did I complain about?
Things.
What did I complain about, though? Specifically of a very underused character in Marvel.
Swordsman. Dude. He does listen to the podcast. Kevin Feige, loyal listener of the podcast.
Loyal listener. Just bought merch.
He just wants that free merch, doesn't he?
He does, dude. He does, man.
Wow, Swordsman got his...
Swordsman merch?
We might have to do something.
Oh.
He got his
As
moment.
always, and it's just Swordsman.
He got his moment, didn't he, dude?
Gosh.
Man, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'll tell you what.
He rips. He better be in all last 5. Him and Jessica Jones side by side.
I hope so, dude. The one thing I didn't expect in this show was a Daredevil Swordsman tag team fight with the anti-vigilante or anti-hero task force or whatever. Like it was so good, dude. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I like swordsman now. I'm bought in. And I wasn't before because I didn't really dig Hawkeye, and I felt like he was just a random ad in the first season of Born Again. They gave him something to do here, and it's just really great.
Did they.
And the way he kind of responds to the way the court proceeding goes, where it goes against him, just great, dude. How he keeps his head, he keeps his composure, but he kind of just like drops a couple truth bombs. Just awesome, dude.
So good. So good.
I'm so excited to see what's coming.
I'm so excited because we both talked before doing this about how we wanted these TV shows to be something that maybe we talk about beginning, kind of end of the show.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they're forcing our hands that we just have to talk about them
That
because
it's
they're
that good.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
I totally agree.